It is what it is.
But like being set on fire, I assume that it changes a person.
So how tall are you?
Do we want to expose that right now?
Like,
I'm 6 foot. My nipples
For the
are
biddies.
hard.
It's for the biddies.
My nipples are hard.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
Is it onion?
Just kidding. I can't read Korean.
Idiot.
What's up, guys? Welcome back to the podcast, episode 25. Damn. This is a great time to be alive. We're going to talk about Kendrick, Drake, NBA playoffs, LeBron, Suns are out. Dua Lipa is breaking down Kendrick's song, like, bro, this on SNL. We're going to go over the NFL draft, and Canelo wins again handedly. So we got a lot of banger shit to talk about. This weekend is probably one of the best weekends in history. Let's go. And there's a lot of positive stuff going on too. It's not like a negative things going on in the world like it's always been going on.
Boeing.
Oh, hold on.
Boeing.
I had the headphones backwards. Oh yeah, didn't Boeing kill a second? Oh, damn.
Allegedly.
He unalived the second.
He helped them with all their living, you know.
Yeah. So and the conspiracy is that in Boeing, another whistleblower within 2 months has been unalived.
A healthy 45-year-old.
A healthy.
Quote unquote.
Yeah, he caught a disease and what do they call it? He had like MRSA. He had, he had like 4 diseases or something like that. It's crazy.
But did you know that 10 more people are gonna quote unquote show out now? The fact that the second person died, I was like, no, you can't get away with this. Now it's like 10 of them people coming out.
Well, I hope. I mean, the government needs to protect those people. I don't know what's going on. That's pretty crazy. So our first topic, Kendrick burying Drake. Like, dude. And to give some context, Kendrick put out 4 diss tracks since last Tuesday. And this is as of the recording of 1:35 p.m. because he might just drop another one. People rumor that he's going to drop another one today. Schoolboy Q rumored that. I don't know why he did that, but
Bro, I don't like
it's a conspiracy. We don't know. That's a conspiracy. So he dropped his first one Tuesday morning, Euphoria, which is really a banger. I have that on my 4 of my playlists right now. I have then the second one came out 6/16 in LA, only on Instagram. You can't hear it any other way unless someone else, posts it somewhere else. And that was Friday morning at 6:16 in the morning. And there's multiple meanings with the 6/16. Apparently right now people have about 6 meanings to just the title of the song. The third one he did was Meet the Grams, and that was 1 hour after Drake's release of Family Matters. So he put out Meet the Grams, which is basically like a letter to every individual in Drake's family, like his mom, his dad, Adonis, and his new daughter with her rumored name is Grace. We don't know her name. Apparently she's 11 years old, so that's pretty crazy. And then there's also a tweet of Drake in 2012 saying baby girl. January 2012, a tweet of his. So we don't know what that entailed. It does match up with the timeline if she's 11. She's turning 12 this year. So whatever. And then the fourth one that released right before the Canelo after the second preliminary fight, he released at 5 p.m. Saturday, Not Like Us. So that one's also a banger. This one's just straight West Coast. This sounds like
some might argue the best one.
Yeah. I think it's just hard. Like, it depends what kind of avenue.
In context.
It depends on the avenue. If you're talking about something like digging deep and like just ruthless bars, I say Meet the Grams is just the ruthless, scary, like boogeyman type feel. Just ding 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 ding.
I think
and it sounds scary like a boogeyman. But if you're talking about like replayability, I'm gonna say Euphoria and Not Like Us is the best song that you're probably gonna replay for the rest of the year. They're probably gonna get the most views because you can hear them a lot. And Meet the Grams is specifically only for Drake. I think only Drake is probably gonna hear that song, and other people are gonna listen to it too. But it's not really a song you're gonna replay. Kind of like Ether. Ether is kind of the same thing. Like, you don't really play Ether. I mean, some people do, but we don't really talk about it. Meet the Ground is probably gonna fall in the same thing where you're gonna hear it once or twice or 3 times and then you're never gonna hear it again. But that song is just for Drake, the disrespectful Drake. But like Jerry said, I think Not Like Us is probably the best. This one and Euphoria are the 2 best reggae songs.
I think it has to be the best one in context of like as soon as he dropped his, I have this one out here, but like let me dive down and like deep rebuttal. It's basically the rebuttal one. No one really does rebuttals like that anymore, and I think he rebutted on that one.
Yeah, that's crazy. And he had less than half a day to rebuttal, which no he had a good time. I think Drake uploaded his like at 9 or 10 p.m. and Not Like Us came out at 5 p.m. So that's good enough time. 16 hours or so.
That's why it doesn't sound so produced. I was like he himself did his own chorus voiceover.
Yeah.
He had someone else do it.
He also did he had Mustard on the beat, so that's interesting. So now Mustard's not gonna do songs with Drake. He has multiple with him. There's another thing that came out in the news that Drake's 50 push-ups song or push-ups, I don't know what it's called. I think it's push-ups. Yeah, push-ups. If you check on the written by, it has Drake's name in there, but it has like 4 or 5 other people as well writing in that. So he's giving credit to 5 or 4 other writers. So that's pretty damning evidence. And also the video of Drake kissing and hugging on a 17-year-old knowingly. That's pretty creepy. Some people were like, oh, but she was like a week before 18. Like, that doesn't matter. He didn't know at the time. The girl wasn't like, oh, but in a week I'll be 18. No, like he knew she was 17 and that's it. Which is very creepy. The breast on his chest part, that was... I'd never seen the video until Penguin Zero reacted to it. That's pretty crazy. What do you think, Jerry, about this? These 4 diss tracks in like 5 days.
I think it's a lot. I feel like there's subliminal messages. I feel like people are starting to get sued at this point. I feel like someone's suing somebody. If we'll get to it in a second, but if Canelo gets sued for what he said, Drake's gonna sue the shit out of Kendrick just for defamation. But then again, his rap songs, how much of it is true? People talk about doing stuff in the corner and stuff. Like none of it really matters. At the end of the day, it goes down to sellability, like popularity, like just no one's had a rap beef. Like what was it like 7 years ago now at this point where like it was the Eminem and
MGK.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, if you can check on Google Trends and stuff, like you can see like they're both like whatever, they were trending downwards for sure. And then all of a sudden, MGK came out with a diss and another diss and another diss, and all of a sudden like all right, and then Eminem answered, and all of a sudden both of their popularities, at least within mainstream media and social media, went up crazy. And they both have released a song, and now the song actually picked up speed only because it was a diss. Yeah. And ever since then, though, any other disses have been like lame. Like what is it? Tekashi 6ix9ine on Bluefaces. Like no one did anything. Everyone just looked at this like, oh, you're just grasping straws, trying to be relevant again. It was just a lot of minor rappers like trying to rap on someone and to get like relevant. Like what is it like when they did the J. Cole one as well a while ago, where they always do Cordae did one on J. Cole's 1985. Or it's like they all did it, but no one like did it to get big. So it was kind of like you're just doing this shit to grab popularity. This one felt a little bit deeper.
Chasing.
Yeah, chasing cloud. This one felt deeper and a little bit better, stronger, to be honest. So it felt like truthful, but then that actually makes it like better. So more people were trending, like you said. Penguin Zero reacted to it. He don't react to anything rap. He's in the band, like I'm saying, he's not even at all. So it's like this is the first time I've ever seen him react to rap stuff, do stuff about rap.
Yeah.
So it just means like if someone like him who doesn't do this on a regular starts talking about it, it's big.
XQC is talking mad crap about Kendrick right now. He's tweeting at him all kinds of stuff, and now it's crazy that the divide is getting. We used to think that it was gonna be like a civil war, like these rappers and these producers versus these rappers and producers. It's not looking like that. It's looking like it's 95-5. That if you choose Drake's side, you're choosing a side that it's how do you say, it's damning in the public eye. If you like, oh, you're on Drake's side, oh, what kind of person are you, type of thing. Because Drake has so much, like when we were growing up, Drake has always had that image of like a sketchy dude, because he's always been with so many women, prostitutes, strippers, and this and that and the third, and he's always been a softie, like where T.I.'s homie pissed on him and no one cared. Then he slept with Lil Wayne's wife and no one cared. He started sleeping with other people's wives, and no one cares. And I think it built up, and then I don't know. First person shooters what did it. I think first person shooter. This is what DJ Academic said, that Kendrick was supposed to be on first person shooter too, but he said he didn't like the bars that were being used, so he left the making of the song, and they made it without him, and he felt this like, dude, I told you we're not supposed to put that out, because J. Cole and Drake declared themselves as the GOATs.
I mean, J. Cole said it in a line and quoted, but to be fair, if we're being honest, when Kendrick first dissed them, there was no diss. Drake did it. I don't think Drake and J. Cole dissed them. They were just like, J. Cole was just paying homage to, because everyone rappers says
but
that
like,
they're the GOAT. So
there
does that mean
there was homage of like Kendrick is good, but I'm better.
that's not what happened though? He said
That's what he did, because when they were like, oh, this is a Spider-Man meme, but it's just me and Drake pointing at each other. Who's better?
no, it
Who's
was
the
like
best?
it asked you.
And they're also playing chess when they were talking about like, we are the best. This is a championship game. It's just me and him. Like, this is the finals. So like that means 2 teams made it. The third, which being Kendrick's, like I saw a whole breakdown on first person shooter.
I was just
by
saying,
like multiple
just
reactors.
the quote itself, that who's the GOAT? Is it me, K Dot, I'll read for Drake? You know, like that quote alone was not justifiable for a thing.
Yeah.
But you know, if he had
I'm the GOAT.
who to go,
yeah,
you know, he said who to go.
yeah, who to go.
So I'm like, that's fine. Everyone says that. Like everyone who's anybody says they're the best though.
Yeah, I know. But what
Like,
I'm saying is, they teamed up without him, because it was supposed to be a no. Well, first of all, that's speculation from academics that was supposed to be three people collabing. But in the Like That diss, he wasn't personal with anyone. He was just saying that he was better than those 2. That's what he was saying about them. He's saying they're clicking up.
So what
Like,
about
it's gonna take 2 GOATs clicking up so they can finally be better than me? Hell no. Let me put my position out there, because they did with their first person shooter. Let me do my little 30-second verse, and let me be in the conversation too. And a lot of people were like, oh, this is a diss straight up at Kendrick. I mean, at Drake and J. Cole. And J. Cole responded first, obviously, and then he apologized. Thankfully, because goddamn, bro, I love J. Cole. I listen to his music a lot. I have a lot of shit on my playlist, but there's no way J. Cole is spinning back on Kendrick. And even worse, Drake, man, this sad as hell. And he's coming out with like these singing songs. I'm trying to keep it PG. Like, bro, no, man. That's the joke, was that he would make a song called starting, or a bar of like, I'm trying to keep this PG from RDC World, and then he actually puts that in his song in Family Matters. That tripped me out. I was like, dude, there's no way. And then AI Tupac, I don't like Tupac. I don't really listen to him that much, like almost at all. Like, I do love a lot of 90s rap. You know, there's some times where I listen to 90s rap, but I would never disgrace Tupac. That is, bro, that's like if Eminem died to me and I hear someone else use AI Eminem to diss me. No. And then
AI just rolled next on this point. Or what?
Yeah, and he also said, Kendrick, he effed Kendrick's wife. Why would you say that? You said her name and that he messed with her, and that's when Kendrick was like, no, this is personal. This is personal now. You're taking it there. I'm taking it further. That's something you don't want to do.
No, I say, yo, if Kendrick already went there already with a 30-second, this was already.
No, it wasn't. But it wasn't personal. He didn't say his family members.
It wasn't
nothing.
Personal, but
he was just talking about he's better than them.
It wasn't personal, but it was a diss. So he had.
It was a diss, yes.
He had a clap back, but you know he shouldn't cross the line. There's like a line you don't.
He
cross.
didn't cross the line there like that.
No. I'm talking about Drake. 'Cause there's a line you don't cross. You know, when you say real stuff. You know, you could because everyone can argue like, I'm the GOAT, I'm the best of this, I have money this, because everyone does that. Like
you could have argued his streaming numbers.
It's like you could say this, like Eminem is like, I'm sixth god, right? Or like, I am the god, right? Like, I am rap god. Like, is anyone gonna argue it? No, because no one cares. Because every rapper everywhere says they're the best at one point or another.
Facts.
It's just the thing you say to make yourself look good. No one's gonna say, oh, I suck. Oh, I'm third best. Hey, I'm third best, or I'm second on the chart. Like, no one cares. No one's gonna diss themselves. Like, same like NBA player. No NBA player's gonna be like, oh, I suck compared to this guy, or I'm the second best, or I'm the third best. No, you.
But they keep it on the court.
You betray confidence. You know what I'm saying?
Because
that's how you get better. Is by you getting confident, you get better. So everyone who raps, since they have a bunch of money, they probably don't. You see all these SoundCloud rappers that say, "Oh, I drive this or I do this." That's not really true.
Yeah.
I was like, what the Jay-Z sign? Jay-Z said like they're lying about how much money they make. I was like, oh, like, well,
Yeah.
oh yeah, I have drive this. I drive like you drive none of that. Get out of here.
Was it that 445 where he said something?
Oh, it was funny.
He has a song that came out. Not obviously, it's a long time ago now.
Oh, that was. I was talking about the one
he
from.
dissed like the whole new generation. It was crazy, but yeah, like you were saying, it got personal once he said his wife, and he said actually, Kendrick addressed that. He said I was trying to keep this a what's it called, a friendly battle between trying to find out who is better, but you mentioned family, and that's that's you changed the whole game plan. I'm pretty sure Kendrick scrapped a bunch of songs. I'm pretty sure he had like a bunch of things listed ready for just only talking about numbers or bars, and he's like, scrap all these. I'm going after his family. Boom. And some of these songs he has like less than a day to write. It's ridiculous. Yeah, I don't know. It's dope. I really love it. Eminem is dropping his album in summer. The Death of Slim Shady. That's gonna be, man, that's gonna be dope. I'm happy that Eminem's not getting involved because he's my boy. I don't want him to be going at Kendrick, and then I'm gonna be sitting there watching my two favorite idols fighting each other. And
what would he go at Kendrick?
An artist. I don't know. That's what I'm saying. Like we don't know. Like we don't know, but we do know.
It's fine.
We do know Drake has so many damn enemies, bro. So many. Even in his own city, he has
the more enemies you have, the more popularity you gain, the better it is. Anyways, I feel like there's no publicity is bad publicity. To be honest, he's not gonna get canceled from this, so it doesn't really matter.
Oh, actually, the PDF files, those allegations will get you canceled. We'll if there's receipts. Right now, there's no receipts. As we speak.
That's what I'm saying. You can't.
Except there's one. There's a few receipts though. A couple, I think it's like 2 or more people in his entourage, and that he has signed in his label OVO, are actually sex offenders. Actual sex offenders.
Yeah.
Like Baca and I don't know the other guy's name. I don't know the other guy's name. But those guys, that is pretty crazy.
But that's not illegal.
And they're close.
But that's not illegal. People
it's not illegal, but it just shows you like the type of people you're close with.
Yeah, I guess that's true.
Yeah.
I mean, like if like it depends though. Like if you're my if say you grew up with this guy,
you're my boy Blue.
He's basically you're my boy Blue. Say he's your homie, right, for like 15 years, and he gets caught up with a 17-year-old.
That's true.
And he gets in trouble. Like, are you gonna just like, oh, I'm sorry, bro. I know she was 17, but forever you're not my crew anymore.
Okay, I see what you mean.
Like it's true, but there's like a point in time, like it all has substance. You know what I'm saying? If you don't know the actual facts, it's kind of hard to judge from afar.
Yeah, we got to find out the case of what
like it's exactly. I'm saying like if it was like a 10-year-old brother, like I don't know about that. But I'm saying like not everything is the same. Not everything is clear cut and dry. You know what I'm saying? So like I feel like if you are a sex offender, it's okay. It's not okay to be a sex offender. It's terrible, but it's okay to employ one. That's like it's not like the end of the world. It's not like you're out of school. It's not like you're a teacher now.
So there are things that are true that are coming out, and the thing is, there's this one thing. This one rapper said, this one reactor was like, yes, it's speculation, but I don't think he's purposely lying. Since Kendrick has never purposely lied ever, that we know of, and Drake has purposely lied so many times. He lied about his son. Now apparently he lied about his daughter, and other multiple kids he has, and then his ex-girlfriend that he had a good relationship with was an ex-porn star. Like, this is just like,
nothing wrong with that one though.
You don't want this guy near your sisters or your nieces or your female cousins. You don't want this guy near females entirely, because this guy is kind of like, well, we have proof of he's a slime ball.
He just at the end of the day, he's just a douchebag with two women, anyways. Regardless, I think that's what the general consensus is. Like,
yeah, it's coming out like that.
That's what I'm saying. He's not doing anything illegal, but it's very very fuckboyish behavior, very douchebagish behavior.
Mm-hmm.
You don't like. I get if you're a girl, you want clout. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I slept with Drake. He's there, but if not, don't expect anything from that guy. He's just gonna be using you anyways. Facts. But at the end of the day, there's literally nothing illegal about it. But he just sounds like a douchebag, to be honest. Like all those guys who lie to women on purpose, sleep with them and then get out. That's basically what he does. It's not illegal, but it's just very very douchebag behavior, very scumbaggery behavior. Would you say so? Facts.
That I agree with. That's why I don't get too hyped when he says he's a PDF file, and I'm like,
He's not gonna
Okay.
be like P Diddy most likely,
Like-
so we don't.
Yeah, like that's a cool bar and everything. Like I don't know if it's real or not, so I'm not gonna take it like if it's real. But then he says other shit. I was like, okay, those things are pretty real. I can see that happening. All right, now let's get to our second part about the Kendrick.
You know what?
is,
You know what? You know what? Biggest issue with Drake is?
Huh.
When he was in shoot around practice, and then he was dabbing all the black players, and then he just saw the white dude regular handshake, then back to the black player. I'm like, that was fucked up.
That's messed up.
That happened like so many times. I've never forgot. I see that image in my head. I'm like, are you fucking kidding me?
Yeah, it says the person that he pronounced the N word with an ER the first time he started saying it in public eye.
Damn.
Yeah, he had to learn how to say that. It's crazy. Oh, wait, now, why does everyone hate Drake? Now, Drake has a lot of small beefs with a lot of artists, from producers to rappers and even singers like these so far. This is what we know of at the moment. So Kendrick, obviously, what's going on? He just dissed J. Cole in his last song, Family Matters. Why? I don't know why he threw 2 bars
Burning
at
bridges.
him. Yeah, and then Travis Scott, A$AP Rocky, The Weeknd, Lil Wayne, Metro Boomin, Future, Baby Keem, Rick Ross. So Baby Keem, he dissed him in the last song too. Rick Ross, French Montana, which he's actually suing French Montana for his diss track. Penguin Zero, Nav, Pusha T, Kanye West, Rihanna, and these are the ones that. And there's only one common denominator is Drake. So like, all these people are from different avenues, from different countries even, and even a streamers in here. Dude, what is going on, bro? Well, how do you have beef with producers, rappers? How do you have beef with both? And then Rihanna? That's crazy, man. I want to see Rihanna release a diss track with A$AP. That can go number 1 because Riri with their voice. She has pull. Remember we saw the.
Bro, I've lost
the
faith in.
Spotify?
I lost faith in her ever since her performance at Super Bowl.
Oh, she was pregnant.
So?
She couldn't do a lot of
Serena
things.
Williams was pregnant. She won a Grand Slam.
What, pregnant?
Yeah, what you mean?
You know what? That
Wait,
means she's
it might be a
really
Grand
good,
Slam
but it
or
also
Red
means
Williams,
like,
she's really good.
damn, she's that much better.
She
than
was the
other
number
people.
1 woman tennis player while pregnant.
That's
Proven because she won.
crazy.
Yeah, don't give me this. I
Wow.
can't dance on stage. She did nothing.
Well,
She was
then
like-
again, that's
Yo,
That's an athlete
to
compared
pause,
a world
bro.
athlete
If she
compared
was
to.
if she was pregnant, why is she on a glass thingy lifting up any guy? You
That was scary.
could be dancing though. You could have done a better performance. You didn't
On
even have
the
to move.
floor.
You could have been better performance on the floor, safer while still moving and not up out of the high sky. Because what was it last year's? Was it
Dude, I forgot already.
Usher? It was Usher.
Usher,
I
yeah,
predicted
yeah.
that song too. I knew was gonna come at the end. I saw Lil Jon Kim. I was like, well, where's Ludacris at now? I know I'm waiting for Ludacris, and Ludacris coming in the back. I was like, yeah, that's right.
Yeah, that was true. You predicted that to the T. And we also predicted that the one Rihanna performed, we both called her like she's pregnant. And then I told some people and they didn't believe me. They're like, no, she's not pregnant. She's not pregnant. Like, she looks and she's walking like she's pregnant. Like you could tell that they were wearing what's it called, a tightening suit, but it was still a bulge on her stomach.
That it was still a terrible performance.
Yeah, and the way she was walking too, she was kind of like walking side to side a little bit when she would walk, like if her legs were bumping into something, which is obviously like if someone was pregnant. That's pretty crazy. So like I'm saying, like all these people are beefing with Drake, and what's that called? Occam's razor. The solution with the least amount of assumptions is usually correct, and all these people have one. Drake really is behind the scenes, and Drake is saying that they're lying.
Oh, it was kind of like
But
that. The how you're saying that there's so many different people in so many different ways from so many different backgrounds, all saying the same thing. So it's gotta be at least somewhat true. It's kind of like the whole.
Exactly.
It's kind of like the whole Ellen DeGeneres thing where we found out Ellen was a bad person.
Yeah,
You're a bad person, Ellen. Still bad.
yeah, she got canceled, didn't she?
Yeah,
Is
she gone.
Canceled?
She gone.
Yeah, man,
gone.
she was rude to people. Bro.
I'm so
She was
pissed at
yelling
what
and
she did to
screaming at
Mariah
people.
Carey. That's so messed up.
What she did to Mariah Carey?
Remember she was preggo, and then it's just like there were like rumors, and then they're like she didn't want to come out yet because no one pregnancy is not 100% thing. No one wants to say I'm preggo, and then all of a sudden you lose your baby. This is a tragic thing to do.
That's
So
crazy.
everyone tries to hold it in until like you're sure.
Facts.
And you know how Ellen DeGeneres found out. So they were on thing, and then they were on show live, or not live, recording, I guess. And then they brought out champagne.
Oh, okay.
And it's like, you want
She
champagne?
can't
Like,
drink.
what's wrong with you don't want champagne? And then she just gave her a look like, girl. I was like, nah, that's messed up. I saw that clip. I was like, damn.
That's
I already-
crazy.
I did not hate Ellen. I just didn't like her. I was
Same
indifferent.
thing.
I was indifferent to Ellen. After that, I'm like, you're out, girl. You're out.
Yeah, I just don't like when people treat their employees like crap. Like, there's a difference between like.
And why does Ellen have a brand of cat toys? What the?
She has a brand of what cat?
There's cat toys.
That makes sense because she looks like she's a cat girl.
I don't like
You know those cat ladies? Because now she's alone, so she definitely looks like
she's
a cat
got
lady.
money. She's never. No one was money.
You
to
know
no one.
who's becoming a cat lady? Drake.
No,
Bro,
no.
the public perception of this dude is crashing. It's crashing right now. Like, if you have stock in Drake right now, you gotta sell that shit right now. That shit is going down. When I start seeing the
Sell your OVO merch.
dude, yeah,
On StockX.
Kendrick's Drake in like the span of like 10 hours had like 13 million views and like over 1 million likes. That is crazy. Not even hasn't even been a day, and he already outviewed Drake's both songs. How's that possible? I don't know, man. This song, the one that I showed you, that song's gonna be playing in Cali a lot. And not only this, it's gonna inspire a lot of producers who don't mess with Drake to start producing for Kendrick. Like, Kendrick, put me on next. Like Mustard on the beat. Like, now that Mustard's gonna be blowing up because that beat was so damn hard, so fire. This is almost looking like promoting your beats.
Though.
Yeah, that beat was so damn good, man. Oh my god, and it's so West Coast. It reminds me of like late '90s, early 2000s West Coast type of theme. Like, if you're like on the beach or something, you listen to the radio and the song comes on, like, you can put yourself in that time era. And that's today. That's so cool. I think that's one of the coolest things Cali's come out with
I didn't even think about it at all.
in a while. Because Cali, you know, man, their music is like, the West Coast stuff has kind of been dying, and a lot of the South rappers are blowing up. People from Atlanta, people from Florida, people from Texas are blowing up, and they're kind of taking a spotlight from the East Coast and from the West Coast. And like Mexican OT, he's blowing up like crazy, and so is the Atlanta rappers. Atlanta rappers are blowing up like crazy. Florida rappers are blowing up. And Drake is in East Coast, but I don't even consider him fully East Coast, because he's very like north, what is it, like northeast, because it's Toronto.
That's East Coast.
Yeah, Kanye West is nothing. Sounds nothing
Oh
like
yeah,
the South
and
or West Coast.
his
It's New York.
his freaking
Oh,
diss
East
track
Coast.
is my favorite.
Yep. Oh,
It was so short. It was like a minute 20, a minute 15. You wish it was longer, but it was just good. It went straight to the point. Hi, I'm here. I'm dissing you too. Bye.
Yeah,
That's literally what it was.
I'm
was so
I'm
funny.
with Jerry on that 100%. When we both heard the Like That remix of it,
Yeah, it was funny.
that thing was
It's on Amazon
fire,
Music now.
dude.
I was like, what the hell?
Is it?
Yeah, it was on.
Oh,
I
man, that's
have it
cool.
on my phone.
But I want him to make an actual,
I ain't gonna make a song about it.
instead of just coming out with one verse, because honestly, that was my favorite Kanye West. And I don't know,
He's
man.
busy with his wife, basically.
I know, but man, dude, him talking crap is like a motivated Kanye West. Like, I want Drake to release a diss track to Kanye, just so Kanye can have some motivation to go in the booth and release some disrespectful stuff. Because Kanye, in that song, or in the podcast, he revealed a lot of stuff about Drake. A lot. How Drake actually works for Lucian, which owns the company that owns Drake. It's crazy. Lucian is the guy that's on top. He's the head honcho of the whole music stuff with Drake. And not only that, Drake releases cease and desist letters on a bunch of artists who try to diss him and subliminally diss him. Not only that, he tried to get Funk. What's it called? What's his name? Funk Flex. He tried to get Flex suspended. Oh, actually got him suspended. He got him suspended because he called the radio saying, "Hey, Flex said that I have ghostwriters. Suspend him, or I will take my music off there. And not only that, if you do suspend him, I will go and host the show."
Did he host the show?
I don't know. They actually went to Flex and they told him. They told Flex, like, dude, you gotta take it back, what you said. And he did. I was like, bro,
You shouldn't
that's
take
some
it back.
mafia shit, bro. What's going on, bro?
Shouldn't
What's
have
going
taken it
on,
back.
bro? Yeah, I kind of like seeing this. What's going on with Drake? I do feel bad. Not gonna lie. Like, this is watching bullying in school. I feel like this is happening right now. Like, we're watching Kendrick. What's that Simpsons meme? He's already dead.
What?
The Simpsons meme where Homer is beating the crap out of somebody, and then like the camera goes on around the kids, and all I hear is bah, 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 bah,
When was
like
that?
him beating up the guy. Hold on, I gotta show Jerry this. Hold on.
Oh my God! He's stealing all the burgers! Why, you little... I got you!
It's all just an act.
Ah.
Dead.
I don't even remember that at all.
Bro. Another reaction video. Bro, there is like every person who reacts is getting paid right now. I seen reactors on number 3, number 4, number 5, even second in trending because of Kendrick. They have never done that in their
You know,
career,
it's funny.
and now
Casanats is still the number one, probably the best, the longest one.
yeah, dude.
I mean,
Kai,
the most popular one. The most
Kai
popular.
plays that Undertaker dung, constantly during the reaction to
Oh, true.
the Kendrick beats. Cause man, dude, it feels bad. I feel bad. I don't like watching people get what is it called, punching down. It feels like he's punching down at this point. It's pretty bad.
Nah, we'll see.
All right, is there anything else we guys talk about?
We'll say to dudes that
Rick
get sued.
Ross. Rick Ross started playing that song they just dropped. Not Like Us. He started playing that at his party, and he's recording everyone's like reaction to the song. I was like, dude, they're partying to it. That's great. That's so disrespectful.
Well,
man.
Shrek's gonna be like, all right, guys, all my friends, all my fans, no longer don't go to Wingstop anymore. Delete Wingstop.
Why Wingstop?
He owns he's part of Wingstop.
He's part of Wingstop.
Rick Ross is.
Damn, no wonder he's rich.
Remember, he's in the commercials for Wingstop. Remember, he said we got thighs.
He said he
Remember?
has more money than Drake. That's a receipt I want to see.
No one knows that.
Yeah, exactly. I want to know though. Like
No one's gonna know because the IRS is gonna be knocking on your door.
who I do know for sure has more money than Drake. Taylor Swift. And you know her producer? Guess what, Jerry? Her producer helped produce Kendrick's I think Meet the Grams beat. That when I read that was I was like, wait, is Swiftie?
Nah.
Is she choosing a side?
Nah, she ain't big that.
Because there's only one person Drake is actually scared of in the world, and he talked about it. He said in his song, "I would move my entire album a week or a month if Swiftie's gonna drop."
Of course,
He said that in the ending of his song.
But everyone would
In
though.
push-ups. Was it push-ups? No, it wasn't push-ups. It was tailor-made that Drake ended up taking down. he took it off his page.
God, because the people who Taylor was like, my crew was like, nah, you might want to take it down.
Yeah, Taylor, she a mob boss, dude, and she's watching all these like street gangs fighting each other. Like, it's okay. One of them swung at me. Producer,
No, that's not.
help the other guy. I don't know, but that was pretty cool. I was like, not cool, but it was like interesting. I was like, what, Taylor Swift's producer? What's going on? Hopefully, there's something deeper in that. And then
Probably not. I don't. Honestly, she ain't got no time of day for this. She shouldn't got a time of day for this.
all right. So now we're gonna watch Dua Lipa did a breakdown on Kendrick's song that just came out, and I think it's kind of funny because you know the type of music she released. She's not really a rapper, so this is gonna be crazy.
We need to get real serious for a moment, y'all.
SNL ever since they had Shane Gillis on there, crazy impressions. I thought Dua Lipa was actually gonna do a breakdown, but they didn't really let her do it. Man, that was bull.
Dua Lipa?
Yeah, Dua Lipa. I cannot pronounce his name.
I was like,
man.
Lupe is like the brother.
Dua Lipa.
I was like, who's Lupe?
Bro, I looked up her music. Her music is crazy trending.
Yeah.
I do not listen to
good.
her
Yeah.
songs, but there are a few. I'm like, oh yeah. That's a good ass song. I was gonna say with that Len, we were eating, and I told her like, do you know who Dua Lipa is? And she's like, I don't know who that is. I played her like her number one trending song. It's like 1.9 billion plays.
I think my favorite song from her is like
I was like-
Levitating, I think.
I don't know which one it was, but I was like, I don't know. We listen to this video like all the damn time. Like, it always comes up, and it's a good song. Like if you hear it at the store, you're like, oh, I'm vibing to it. It's pretty nice. It's pretty cool to listen to. It never gets old. And not only that, some of her songs are more catchy. I'm hot take. Some of her songs are more catchy and more rhythmic than Taylor Swift.
I mean, you could just pick the worst song on Taylor Swift's album, and then you pick the best songs with it. But then that take is true.
Man, it's so catchy, bro. I was listening to that song. I was like, I can hear this like 30, 40 times.
What's the name of the song?
I don't like.
So catchy, bro.
It's right
I can't
here.
wait to listen to it. It's like I forgot what it was called.
Is this one? Yeah, levitating. Dude, that song is catchy as hell, bro. It sounds so good, bro. It's like, man, you can hear this wherever and anywhere. So yeah, she has other songs that are like 3 or 4 billion views too. It's plays.
Oh no,
It's
she
crazy.
popular lady. She popular lady.
Yeah. Also on Spotify, isn't she like a top 10 most listened to person every month?
I don't have Spotify. I'm on Amazon Music, brother.
Yeah, I only use it just so I can. I know what I'm talking about. Like if I say someone's trending, I gotta see numbers.
I use Google
I want
Trends.
to see numbers.
Google Trends is fire.
Yeah, you showed me Google Trends. I don't know what that is. I never used it before, but I should.
You can check
start.
like days, hours, hour, like what city, what state, region.
remember
I'm
when
like,
you
what the
remember
hell
when you're
is
like,
this?
what was it with the month of April? I mean,
Oh, I looked up the MGK Eminem thing, so it was like they're on Google Trends. You can see like how far they're trending. You can see their careers. Like very trending means like they either put their name or something similar, and it popped up on their name, and someone's googling it. So everyone uses Google. We all know this. Everyone's preferred thing is Google. It's like 99% of everyone's search bar thing is Google. So that's fine.
Yeah.
So every time, and then you can see it pop. Everyone was going high, and then they were all going low. You know, MGK stayed low because you know it's MGK. He popped up when he came with Wild Boy in 2012. I was like, it popped up, and I like 2012 Wild
sounds
Boy,
dope.
kind of and all of a sudden it went dead again. And all of a sudden when he released a diss back and forth with Killshot with release, all of a sudden he started spiking and Eminem started spiking. So is this track season is upon us once again. So as we're just about finishing, but it's upon us once again, and I feel like it's great for the career. It's great for the rap industry just because it creates more involvement and more different avenues, more people streaming, more people looking it up, more people getting involved with rap, more people getting introduced to it. Like the fact that it's just spreading, it's a little bit better for everybody. And at the end of the day, Drake might be the sacrificial pawn in this.
sacrificial lamb.
Yeah, I guess he'll be sacrificed for the benefit for the benefit of rap in general. Because if everyone starts taking shots at him, which means everyone's producing a song, just take a shot, and they know it's gonna hit. They know it's gonna hit, and you know when things hit. It gives you more confidence, gives you more money, gives you more ability to make another song. So like, if it's gotta be Drake, everyone's gonna be Drake. I don't think this is nowhere near the end of Drake. I feel like there's a disc coming in soon. Even if he has ghostwriters, he has the money for ghostwriters. That's fine.
All right.
He's gonna come out with something.
This is what I think is happening. This is exactly what I was thinking of. Abraham when he was gonna offer his son to God as a sacrifice. That's what's happening with Drake. Kendrick and the hip hop community is picking up Drake's corpse and putting it on the thing, and then Abraham's holds the knife right above him, and he talks to God for a bit, and then right before he's about to land, God, I think he changes the knife or something like that.
No, he just tells him not to do it.
Yeah.
I swear.
Now I know you fear God, something like that. Whatever. Yeah. So he stops, and then he picks up his kid, and he tells what happened.
Time out. How do you think that walk back to their house was? Abraham just looks at his dad like, "What the fuck was that, Dad?"
We're gonna do that with Drake once he like he doesn't answer no more, and
Like, what the fuck
he's
was that,
getting
Kendrick?
cooked.
I'm like, Kendrick's gonna be like low key. They're gonna meet up like very low key. They got a Starbucks and shit. They're both gonna get their fucking lattes because we know they both drinking lattes. They lie. They're both gonna get a fucking green tea latte or some shit or matcha latte, and they're gonna be like, hey, I'm sorry we had to do that to you, but we both benefited, didn't we?
Yeah, they do
Literal's
both
gonna happen.
benefit, man. This is the biggest I've ever seen Drake, and this is the biggest I've ever seen Kendrick. Like as much as you want to give,
I feel like the
praise-
biggest I've ever seen Drake was God's Plan.
Well, he dissed God's plan in his song too.
I know, yeah, but the biggest we've seen Drake was God's Plan. That thing played fucking everywhere. I think it was everywhere. It was insane.
So now, yeah, the NBA playoffs. So we're done with Drake now, and Kendrick. We're done.
Name me that.
All right, now NBA playoffs. What's going on, bro? Like, I haven't been into it because I've been watching hours and hours and hours of reaction videos, and then
The playoffs been going on for like what, a month? Nah, like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. I believe it's been 3 weeks.
3 weeks.
I believe it's been 3 weeks since before Passover. I think it was.
Okay,
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
I'm depressed because the Suns out.
the landscape of things. No, I wouldn't be depressed for the Suns. I'd be depressed because you got Bradley Beal making $53 million next year.
Jesus Christ.
What he had, he went I don't know the stats. I could look this up, but like I believe he had like 5 points, 7 points max, like 1 of 13.
We'll go into
roughly 1 of 13 from the field with 6 fouls, and he got fouled out. Man, I missed my parlay because he didn't get his 19 points, but it is what it is.
So, in the playoffs, who's shining the most? I would say probably Anthony Edwards, right? He's on my timeline a lot.
Okay, here we go. So, so playoffs. This is what we're seeing. We're seeing
who's playoff MVP right now? Who's playoff MVP? That needs to be an award.
It's called Finals MVP.
Nah.
This is a conference finals thing.
Playoffs thing.
That conference finals one too. No, okay.
No, I'm talking about like the duration of the whole playoffs and the last 4 teams qualify.
This is what we learned. And what is it? The first one, we had the Thunder and the Pelicans. We found out that Brandon Ingram is not as good as we all thought he was. I don't know. The last few weeks of the regular season, Zion was taking over the team, and they were winning because Zion was taking over the team. And then even the play-in tournament, the last game against the Lakers, they lost. Brandon Ingram wasn't playing well. Zion was giving us the work. He had like 40-ish points. But then he got hurt, and whether or not they were gonna win the game was debatable. The Lakers probably were gonna win anyways, but still, Zion was doing the work, not Brandon Ingram. Then he could play in tournament again. The team did this work against Sacramento. Sacramento's is bad. I don't know. Sacramento needs to blow it up or do something like big time. Domantas Sabonis and De'Aaron Fox, even Keegan Murray ain't enough. I guess if they had Malik Monk wasn't playing, their 6th man of the year candidate. And Kevin Herter, I believe the starting 2 guard wasn't playing either. So I give you some leeway, but that's not enough for you to overcome anybody on the top 4 seeds. So it doesn't matter. But so we found out that Brandon Ingram is not the guy. We're not that guy, pal.
Okay.
You're not that guy. So he needs to be traded or moved or something because him and Zion together ain't going to cut it. It ain't going to cut it.
And then I do know the Knicks, dude.
No, they'll hold it. Then it goes... The 2 seed, the 7 seed would be the Lakers. So Denver and LA. LA was in every single game. They won a game, I guess. But like they were in every single game. And game 2, they were up by 20 and lost that game. It wasn't by a referee call, even though we know they should not have overturned it. We all know he got hit in the head. But it doesn't matter because at the end of the day, you lost. That play was not a 20-point play. So it don't matter. You lost because you literally stopped. You play with your food. Y'all let go of the gas because right in the 3rd quarter, y'all were doing pick and rolls and it was doing really, really well. But then y'all got tired. I don't know, maybe you got gassed, but that's what it is, and that's what it is. Y'all were out of shape. And I guess I know it's in Denver, but other people play in Denver. Matter of fact, we saw Anthony Edwards, Rudy Gobert, Carney Towns, and Anthony Edwards all outplayed the freaking. Actually, no, I take it back. But they did beat them at home, game 1. In Denver, so like I don't know what the excuse is there, but
yeah.
So the Lakers lost, and LeBron, is sources according to Shams, I believe, said he's not taking his. He's opting out. Likelihood he's not leaving depends of his son because his son plays at USC right now, but it could be a little tramline effect because his son Bronny entered the transfer portal, so now it doesn't mean automatically that he's going to be in the draft. It just means he can transfer out of the school. Theoretically, this would be perfect for LeBron. If LeBron wants to leave the Lakers, his son can leave too, or so his family can leave too to change different school. But Bronny just got invited to the NBA draft. One of 78 players get invited. LeBron James was invited. Whether or not he's gonna go, whether or not he's gonna enter the NBA draft, we don't know. But he was invited.
I say he's a top 40 player.
He ain't no top 40 player.
Yeah, I think so.
Dude.
Because before his injury, he was a top 20. Then got hurt because of his heart. Remember, he had a heart attack. Dude, we forget, but Bronny had a heart attack last year.
Technically,
he literally was gonna die. He was only saved because there was a doctor right then and there when he had the heart attack.
So
and they saved his life. But he had to step away from training, step away from practice, step away from basketball for months, like half the season.
Yeah, that happened. So he's not top 40 because of that.
No, but he was top 20 when that happened.
He was in top 20.
Yes, he was.
I mean, but not for like a draft prospect.
Yeah, he was. He was a 4-star. He was a 4-star prospect.
Yeah, but that's for college, not for like NBA. So and then his like you had to see.
Yeah, that was in college.
You had to see
was a 4-star prospect. They were saying that he was gonna be late 1st round pick. at that early
I
in the
don't
year.
know.
But now with a heart attack and everything,
We saw him.
now he's like a mid-second round pick.
We didn't really see anything that warranted a first round pick for Bronny. We didn't see anything on the court.
I did. He
that
was
warranted.
he was super athletic.
And
he was either the most athletic or second most athletic in his team at all times.
in the college
His
realm.
passing.
Wait, hold up. In
Hold
the
on.
college realm, there was no one there.
Yeah, hold on. I'm explaining to you. He was a first or second most athletic in his team. He was also the best passer in his team. Every team he's been the best passer. And his threes, he was shooting over a 30% clip, which in college, that's really good. Because like the sharpshooters are 40%. 30% are people who can go to 40% if they direct their game to it. But Bronny he's not a shoot first person. He's a catch the ball, dribble, pass.
I would say that's very debatable because no expert had him. Like, they wanted to see what he could do in the college level because there was yes, his name is Bronny James, but we've seen people's names not make it. We saw Michael Jordan's kids not make it, so it is what it is. Like,
yeah, no, he's better than Michael Jordan's kids. Not even close.
Yeah, so we see what it is. So his name alone would have gotten him drafted for sure. Now, first round pick, I doubt it.
I think the first round, because late first round picks they're.
The only one who would have picked him late first round is if the Lakers were like freaking like 27th overall, and then they would have picked him up. That's the only way I see Bronny James.
Also to sell tickets, bro. Your streaming numbers and your tickets for Bronny's first month in the NBA is gonna be the most you're gonna get in your entire season.
It all depends, because like when people come down to it, like, yes, you get for tickets, but at the end of the day, like, if you're a general manager, if you're a general manager and you miss, you fire.
People in the NBA, the draft, you miss a lot. I would say like 60-70% of the players are misses or more.
A lot of people.
There's a lot of misses. So like that's
why there's a lot of firings.
Hold on. That's why when you're a late first round, it's worth getting the paycheck. It's worth getting a Bronny, because if you're, I don't know, let's name a random team that would do it, because they would have to get LeBron as well.
No, random team
would do
so
it?
late,
Toronto?
No, talking about late first round picks would be a top team.
Sacramento? No, Sacramento's top.
No, they're not a top team. They're trash.
They're trash?
They missed out. We just said that they lost to the Pelicans because they didn't have Kevin Herter or Malik Monk, but still,
but for someone to use a pick like that, they would have
they had to be.
They would have to be a good team with space.
No one's gonna pick that. Right? I'm saying, like, don't. All right, so if you were correct, it'd be top 20 pick, right? Like late 20s, right? And all late 20s are all superstar seasons, and no one's gonna want Bronny James, a distraction on your team, who people are gonna be calling you, be like, yo, join my team. Like, I need you. This is why Cam Newton never got picked up, because the whole fan base would have been, yo, start Cam Newton over your quarterback. And no one wanted that discourse. You draft Bronny James. If your point guard, shooting guard, or small forward is acting anything up, the fans will start calling for it, and it will be discourse in the locker room and everything, and no one wants to deal with that.
That's why it has to be.
That's
a team.
why
it has to be a team that has nothing going on.
That's why it will be like a second round pick, because it won't be the first round pick.
That's why I'm
be
predicting.
A second round pick.
That's what I'm predicting. He's gonna be a mid-second rounder.
He'll be late, but yeah.
No, because people throw away second rounds all the time.
Jokic is a second round pick.
Yeah, I know.
Kuzma was, oh no, he's 27. I think 27 in the first round.
What I'm trying to say is, like, a lot of people throw away second round picks. A lot. You like in the NBA, when you go trade finder. Hold on, when you go trade finder,
like
on
2K, the Suns threw away five second round picks for Bradley Beal.
Yeah. So when you trade a second round pick in trade finder in 2K or even the website,
2K.
trade finder,
Fanspo.
Yeah. When you go on there and you use the second round picks, you can't get a 1-star or two. Maybe a 1-star player you can trade for a 1-star player. Bronny is at most a 1-star. I mean, minimum. Sorry.
I
minimum,
say
he's a 1-star.
You draft a bad team has to draft Bronny James in the second late or second mid round.
There is one thing that Bronny has, a lot of these people don't, is intangibles. Like, if you're gonna compare him to other second rounders, his intangibles are first round. Kind of like Lonzo. Lonzo's ability, his intangibles were so P, but his body is not taking it. And not only that, he had a lot of distractions with his younger brother and his dad, and also his wife divorcing him and taking the kids. He had the most off the court distractions than any other NBA player, other than having like court issues. What about
Michael Porter Jr.?
Well, he got divorced and lost half his stuff?
No, Michael Porter Jr.
That's another guy.
Got you here.
That's another guy.
Michael Porter Jr. right now for Denver is playing amazing.
He got cut, didn't he?
No, what? He's getting paid. He's doing really well. He's playing like the second best player on the Denver Nuggets right now.
There's another guy that said
No,
something.
so I got
Michael
you.
Porter?
So,
No.
So Michael Porter Jr.'s family members, right? He's got Javante Porter got cut from the league for cheating, gambling on himself to the under. So he'd miss on purpose.
Yeah.
Turn on purpose. His younger brother got DWI. His older brother got sentenced to jail, like 6 years in jail right before the playoffs. So that's all happening this last like month or so. In April. That all happened in April. And this dude is out here shooting with the high clip, shooting like 40-ish% from three, averaging like anywhere between 16 to 21 points a game, like all in the playoffs only. And he's been on fire.
Michael Porter Jr. is the same player he was in college.
Basically,
exactly the same.
So going back, it was less athletic. Going back,
because he had surgery in his back.
Yeah, so he's not as athletic or explosive at all. He's not a good defender at all. But he is 6'9", 6'10" as a three, as your wing.
He's 6'10".
And so at 6'10" as your wing, his height overcomes all the deficit, and he doesn't need to do anything on defense or offense. It works. He just needs to stand right there
and put his hands up
and hit that three.
Yeah, but I'm talking about defense. That's pretty good.
Defense,
for a wing
defense, for your best wing defender is KCP, and your best front court defender is Aaron Gordon. So you don't even need him to defend. You put him on the third or fourth best defender. Like, you don't need him to defend. And center, he's not gonna guard a center. So he's not gonna guard the best wing because KCP is gonna guard the best wing. He's not gonna guard the LeBrons, the Kevin Durant's, because that's Aaron Gordon's job. So he ain't gonna do nothing defensively. He doesn't need to do anything defensively because you got the other guys. So he is in a perfect position to flourish. Same thing with Jamal Murray. He'll miss a lot of shots, not a lot of playmaking. He can play make. He's a really good point guard, but he's not the best playing. But you got Jokic, which is arguably top 5, top 3 playmaker in the league, so it doesn't matter. But so anyways, back to the thing. Bronny could be in the draft. He'll transfer portal. So there is a possibility that LeBron leaves because this summer during the Olympics, all the big names are going to be out. They're going to show the USA basketball is going to show the rest of the world that, okay, hold on, let's bring the big dogs out here. Let's show you who really is number one in basketball.
We hope so, man, because we've been the laughing stock for a decade.
We had like the B team out there. What the heck? They had Austin Reeves.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. We've been the laughing stock, bro.
That's going on, and then so the Lakers are in turmoil right now. The Suns, your Suns are in huge turmoil. But then Matt Ishbia, the owner, came out and said that they are okay. That they're not blowing it up, quote unquote, blowing it up is what they said. So like, I guess I heard the quote.
I don't think they're gonna blow it up.
That's what he said. The quote unquote not blowing it up. Frank Vogel might be fired because he wasn't sure. The Lakers, my team, fired their head coach because he was bad.
Frank Vogel is gonna have to get out.
Like, how do you go Darvin Ham? Like, give him credit. Like, what did he say? He's like, oh, we started winning after All-Star break, like really well. He's like, oh, I just started putting our best players on the court. I'm like, oh, it turns out, look, if you put your best 5 players on the court at the same time, you start winning games.
Yeah, but they put a lot of minutes on them. See, what I didn't like, what I didn't like about the Suns is they were playing small ball too much. And I told Jerry this a long time ago. Whenever Kevin Durant has to cover another big dude, the other big dude's gonna eat. Because Kevin Durant, he's scrawny, he's lightweight. The best person he can defend is a guard and a small forward. That's the most he can defend. Anything above that, he's getting cooked. Not only that, Anthony Edwards cooked the hell out of Durant. There's so many clips of him getting just. So what are you saying? What I didn't like is they had Kevin Durant playing power forward against Cat. Cat was beating him up. Anthony Edwards was beating him up, and the center Rudy Gobert was beating him up because they would do this. They would do a lot of switches on Kevin Durant. So his offense, they put Kevin Durant in a position where, dude, you're gonna have to choose. What are you gonna do tonight? Offense or defense? And a lot of times he would choose offense, and his defense was hella lackluster. And Devin Booker and Bradley Beal cannot not do anything against the physicality of Anthony Edwards. They were getting bullied ball, dude. Like I can name you 3 positions they were bullying. They were bullied: center, power forward, and what does Edwards play? Shooting guard or
shooting guard? That was Bradley Beal. He plays shooting guard.
Yeah. So, but they do switches. Obviously, the Wolves did a lot of picks.
So this is what happened.
So they would always switch on them, and Devin Booker would get beat up, and his offense would fall apart because he gets tired from guarding a buff dude. And then Bradley Beal also trying to cover that buff dude. So like, okay, they can't play defense, and you can't really force him off the 3 so he can come in because guess what? Cat Williams can shoot threes. Cat Williams. Cat, because I saw his show last night.
Karl
He's
Anthony
in my head.
Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns. He can shoot threes, so that means our center or power forward, whoever's guarding him, can't get out the three. And then Rudy Gobert, who's Rudy Gobert's backup?
They have their backups are different because they don't have a two center backup like how Karl Anthony Towns is a center playing power forward. They don't have it. They have Nasri coming off the bench, which means Kyle Anderson plays the four,
Yeah.
and Jaden McDaniels plays the three, or Jaden McDaniels plays the three, or Jaden McDaniels plays the four because of Kevin Durant. So what? Low key.
So what I'm saying is like they usually only had one tall dude that would play defense, and he can't guard three people. Like he can't guard the paint because he's getting sucked out a lot, and he can't guard, or they'll do the pick switch on them, and it was just impossible. When me and Brian were watching as well, like, dude, like they're raining threes. The Suns look they're beat every time they go on offense. They look like they're tired. They're tired because they're trying to overcompensate on defense because of length, physicality, and height.
So
it's tough, dude. You can't perform on offense. Their offense was terrible.
The offense was fine.
Hell no.
So this is what goes down. Okay, so
no one can make a three for like 10 minutes.
Let me break it down for you. Hold on. Let me break it down for you. That you do realize that right there did not just happen with the Timberwolves, right? It's happened all season. That happened all season. So what comes down to it is the Suns had the worst fourth quarter offense net rating in general for some reason. I don't know how, but like, so this is what it went down to. They have no depth. No depth. The Suns have no depth. And Grayson Allen was their best fourth.
They got injured.
So Grayson Allen was their fourth best. Even with Grayson Allen there, the team had no depth. Like it had no backups anywhere basically. So what happened is you were playing a lot of people who deserve to be on rosters, but don't deserve to get that much playoff time. So what happened is when Grayson Allen, you had Eric Gordon playing. Eric Gordon's 35 playing freaking point guard / shooting guard. They had him score. So what happened is you can't force Eric Gordon, Josh Okogie, Royce O'Neal to all of a sudden come out and be like freaking stars. And if Bradley Beal ain't contributing, he did decent. Right? He did decent. But damn, he not like the Bradley Beal we know. So Kevin Durant and Devin Booker all had their way with the defense of the Minnesota. It didn't matter size, strength, length. Even though you had Mike Conley and Jaden McDaniels and Nickeil Alexander-Walker all guarding Devin Booker, he still got his points. And Kevin Durant, yes, he's big. He had a guard on defense. But on offense, he was guarded by either Rudy Gobert, freaking Rudy, Cat, or Naz Reid. And then sometimes they had Jaden McDaniels or slow-mo Kyle Anderson on him. But I think he didn't play that much this series. But they couldn't win. The reason why the Wolves, the biggest reason why the Wolves won is because of depth. So yes, you had your start. The best players on the court were Kevin Durant and Devin Booker on both sides. But then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 were all Minnesota. Nickeil Alexander-Walker had like a 20-point game. Naz Reid would go off.
Yeah, he was going. You
had Naz Reid go off. You had freaking Anthony Edwards go off. One day Cat went off, and like Mike Conley was one day hitting like crazy threes.
He did. Yeah.
The Suns did not have it. So what really lost the game for Suns is that the matchup really, they would have lost to anybody, honestly. It's that fact that they did not have enough roster depth, which is an issue for them. It's not the biggest thing. Yes, injuries with Grayson Allen play. As soon as Grayson Allen went down, it was over because they had. Because no one other.
Grayson Allen was that thread that was holding them like above water. Because you know what I'm saying, like they would have all their starters out when they have the triple threat. They would score a lot of points, but when they're off the court or two are off the court, the other team makes up for it. Makes like 10, 20 point leads. And then by the time Booker and Kevin Durant comes back, like, bro, we just had the lead. And then they get off the court, and then they have to come back on the court.
Same thing happened.
And then they're just tired. Same thing happened with LeBron James. LeBron James, when their first run for the second run in the finals, after the COVID season, the season afterwards, when they tried to do a back-to-back, LeBron was playing 40-something minutes every night because he couldn't get off the court. As soon as he got off the court, they would blow their lead. And it was frustrating to watch as a LeBron fan. I was like, bro, this is irritating because he's old as hell. You can't be playing 45 minutes a night, being like 36 years old, 37 at the time. You can't be doing that.
He's 38.
So when
37, 38.
What I have an issue is that they have Booker out there 47 minutes. They have Kevin Durant out there 47 minutes because they can't sit down at all. Period. And I'm not saying that they don't have condition, but like I said, their defense and offense both suffer when you're tired. And yes, obviously they need more depth, but also even if they had the depth, I think they still would have lost.
I think at the end of the
Because
day,
that size, because look, the size problem we had for 4 years in a row now. We had it with
DeAndre Ayton was big.
Hold on. We had it with but he was a weak big guy.
So
He
7'2".
was whack. Okay, we had it with the problem with the Bucks. We got smoked. Size.
Giannis
Smoked
just
us.
played out.
No, not just Giannis. Hold on. Not just Giannis.
It was just Giannis.
The center and their power forward and their small forward were all big.
But they didn't do anything.
I'm not. It's not that. It's just that they can constantly just put their hand up, and you're gonna have to work your way around or try to create a shot. It's harder to create. Hold on, I'm not done. There's the Bucks. Size smoked us 2 years. The second team that smoked us from size was the Nuggets. The Nuggets have 4 players that are big as hell, and they have 3 of them on the starting lineup. They have 3 starting big dudes. How the hell do you compete with that? Well, we have Kevin Durant playing center. We have Kevin Durant playing power forward. DA had to guard both centers. Bro, DA was getting smoked on the rim. It was terrible. The only rebounds he would get were defensive ones. There was no offensive rebounds. That fool was whack. We had, and then another thing, another team that had big that was destroying us was the Wolves and the Lakers. The Lakers were smoking us big because who did we have guarding AD? Kevin Durant. Get the hell out of here, bro. Kevin Durant was playing power forward when they went against each other because they always had the center out because AD couldn't cover DeAndre Ayton, so they had a crappy center guarding DA because DA can't score.
No.
Yeah, DA can't score. He can't shoot a 3.
When was that?
He could only maybe do fucking little hooks by the rim.
When was that?
When they played in leading up to the playoffs like a year or 2 ago.
No, you beat those. You guys beat the Lakers.
Yeah, we beat the Lakers,
easily.
but I'm saying no, they struggled. It was a struggle, and LeBron as well. He was big.
I think you guys beat us like in 5 or 6.
Any team who has 3 starting big players smokes the Suns. Because they always get the offensive rebounds, they get the defensive rebounds, and not only that, they play bully ball. Bully ball, if you're not Michael Jordan, if you're not Kobe Bryant, if you're not one of these cold-blooded athletes that can take bully ball and still score, you're not going to do well. Like, yes, you can get individual performance, but your team performance is going to fall. And that's what KD and Devin Booker has been falling into is like, They play bully ball individually, but they can't get their team to go against that bully ball thing. And now Anthony Edwards and what's his face? Cat and what's the center that they have? Rudy Gobert. They're playing bully ball the whole time. They were putting elbows in chest. They were putting bodies, weight.
But this is only. So
Bro,
what happened was
halftime. They were gassed.
Yeah.
I understand it because dude, no one can guard Anthony Edwards. That's smaller than a shooting guard at point. That's a shooting guard or point guard. He plays like he has a body of a power forward but small.
But you do realize
And
you do realize that
super athletic.
that KD
Ridiculously
and
athletic.
Devin Booker both outplayed Anthony Edwards, right?
No, I'm not saying that. I'm talking about the physicality. I'm not talking about the numbers. I'm talking about
I think-
physicality. Is not messing up Devin Booker and KD. That's not what I'm talking about. They're messing up, like you said, the 3rd, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, 8th, 9th best players in the Suns are all struggling with the physicality.
I'm telling you,
And they're too tired by the time they want to play offense, and you can see in their spirit that it's just gone.
No, what happens is
Their spirit is gone.
it's what happens when you have non-actual playoff players. Like
Mm-hmm.
so when the playoffs happen, you reduce it to the 6, 7, or 8 man roster at the max.
Yeah.
They have 9, 10, 11 dudes playing because they got no one. So if they would have played any other team, they would still have lost. They would still have gone swept or lost by 5. No, every other team would have beat them.
Who are the 2 teams in the West right now left?
There's still 4 teams in the West.
Yeah, who are left? It's the Timberwolves.
No,
Nuggets,
sorry. There's still it went from 8 to 4. So look. We still have
I bet you they're gonna be all big. Watch. I'm telling you, size right now is winning.
OKC. There's not big. OKC small.
You're right on that. There's no size on that.
They would have got swept by OKC. Worse.
Yeah, because
they're deep. They're deep.
Yeah, they're deep. They had the youngest roster in the league right now.
They're so deep. So I'm saying, what happened with the Lakers? Anything that happened with your team? It's not the
Who are they
size.
playing? Who are the Thunder playing?
The Thunder.
Yeah, because if they play the Nuggets, they're gonna get smoked.
They're playing Dallas. Dallas is small too.
Yeah. Dallas is
Dallas is small.
Hey, I love you, Luca, bro. You're gonna be dropping 50-point triple doubles, but
Look, this is
you're
what
not
happened.
gonna be enough to
So,
beat the Nuggets and the Timberwolves.
So
bro.
what
I
happened
have
is
Nuggets and Timberwolves.
it's just depth.
Conference Finals.
So the Lakers lost because of depth as well. Like they have rangy shooters and streaky shooters, and Austin Reeves, D'Lo, and Rui are all streaky. The only two solid pieces you have is LeBron and AD. What happened? So if you have no solid depth, then you're basically out. Everyone else had like their role players play really well. The Suns had no role players; they didn't play well. The Thunder have nothing but stars and role players on the whole damn roster, so they're really really good. The Mavericks, their two star players play really good, and then they all just needed is something from Derek Lively, Daniel Gafford. They all gave you something, so that's why they beat. And then the Clippers were just hurt, so I guess you could just scrap that out to another hurt season. Then you go down to
I think the three teams I have is probably gonna be Nuggets first, Timberwolves second, and then I want to have third best team right now in the West is probably Thunder.
I think Thunder
since they have
Minnesota.
I think since they have a lack of experience, they're gonna get smoked by the experience and knowledge from Jokic and his team.
They're not playing Jokic. So
I know, but they're eventually gonna play each other.
No, they're not. I mean, if Minnesota gave them a run for their money last year, and they're better this year. So if a team were to beat them, it probably would be
Minnesota.
If Minnesota beats them, Minnesota's losing to the Thunder. Thunder's beating Minnesota.
Well, it's because the Nuggets can beat the Thunder because I said that they're experienced and they're playoff.
Because then
they're playoff breeds, bro.
They signed Bismack Biyombo off the free agency because they had no sign.
That's crazy.
It's
okay. How many years does the Nuggets have in the playoffs now? Like what, 5 years straight?
4 or 5, I guess.
Bro, they live in the playoffs by now. They live like Jokic lives there. He probably has a bed and everything already in the playoffs. Like every year we're like, oh, minimum they're gonna be a top 4 seed.
I remember since the bubble,
they dropped 50 points a game. That was crazy.
Since the bubble, they got swept. Crazy. They got either 5 games or 4 games lost to the Lakers in the conference finals. The Lakers whipped that ass.
That was crazy.
And then ever since
but it was conference finals. You see that?
Ever since
they got
then,
to the conference finals.
Because they beat the Clippers.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is like, if the Nuggets get to play, what's his face? I think it's kind of like a triangle. I think the Minnesota can beat the Nuggets, and I think the Nuggets can beat the Thunder, and I think the Thunder can beat Minnesota because Minnesota lacks experience.
So does the Thunder.
That's what I'm saying. But Thunder has more talent.
Oh, yeah,
like you said, like it's a longer roster of good players compared to Minnesota, but Minnesota just has way better big men than the Nuggets.
They are 3 deep at power forward / center because Naz Reid is reigning 6th man of the year because he just got 6th man of the year. So shout out to Naz Reid.
That too.
He's a great 3-point shooter. But that's that. So that's over there, and then we have that's about it. Then on the other side, we have Cleveland, who just won today against Magic. They struggled against Orlando, which I'm thinking Celtics gonna whip that ass in 5 games or 4. It doesn't matter. Celtics whipping that ass. Even without Kristaps Porzingis, they whipping that. Because I don't know, Jared Allen and Evan Mobley have not played well. Jared Allen kind of. Evan Mobley.
I'm a fan of Jared Allen defensively.
Evan Mobley has disappeared in the playoffs. He's crumbled, even though it was last year Jared Allen. So they can't get a solid year of those two together. Whoever is the wing player for the Cleveland Cavaliers changes. Whoever gets the most minutes most likely ends up being Max Strus because he can hit that 3. But Darius Garland has not played well. He's so streaky. He plays a decent game, then a bad game, then a decent game and a bad game. Not like a former All-Star should be playing. And Donovan Mitchell's carrying that team like on his back.
That reminds me of D'Angelo Russell.
Yeah. Donovan Mitchell's carrying that team on his back like crazy. So like, it's as far as Donovan Mitchell can take you. And if you're going against a team that has Derek White, you got Drew Holiday, and you got Jaylen Brown, you are not gonna get 50. You're not gonna get 50.
Yeah,
you're not gonna get 40. You're gonna make the 30, but then Darius Garland get nothing.
Yeah.
And then I don't trust the other bigs.
What I learned in the NBA playoffs in the last 5 years, if you have these two combinations, you're probably gonna win the conference finals. Might even make it to the finals. Well, obviously you make it to the finals. But what I say is if you have a good roster, like 9 players are solid and good, and 1 or 2 stars, you're gonna be a playoff team. But if you combine that with size, and like size coming with defense, not
So
just
how many
size.
of them is there? Is that 3 or 4?
There's 3 teams that have size and defense.
So
and
what
we're
is
2
what are
stars.
the things you need to win?
Celtics are one. The Nuggets are another. Timberwolves are another. The Lakers were one, but they keep losing their centers. Anthony Davis
Anthony
at
Davis
power
center.
forward with a strong center is the best Anthony
No,
Davis.
Anthony
You
Davis
can average 40 a game.
No, Anthony Davis this season played center, and this
Yeah,
is
I
the
know.
best
I don't
Anthony-
like it. I don't
This was
like
the
it.
best Anthony Davis we've seen
I don't like it. He because they would go a lot further.
right
if
now.
if he can be the best defensive player and the best offensive player in the team,
He
and
is.
he's able to do that if he plays power forward.
He was so
It's a lot.
so
It's
this
a lot
year,
of weight off his back.
This year at primarily center almost every game, if not every game at center, because Jackson Hayes cannot play center with him playing before.
He's a good backup.
So
center. No,
so
sorry.
Anthony Davis played center the whole season, and this is his best season in general. And his best season in general, because he had all NBA team.
Okay.
He's gonna be an all defensive team and all NBA team. Maybe second team or third team behind. A second team, because Jokic is gonna be from 1 and he's probably 2 or 3. So he can make an all defensive team and all NBA team playing at center this year, because he
Look.
was that good this year. So yes,
him guarding other centers, he's bad.
no, he does pretty decent.
No, dude. Okay, someone's saying it's pretty decent. That's bad. You're talking about playoff basketball. If your center cannot guard the other
well,
center,
you know who center? But
and
you know
it's
what
a-
center he was
it's
guarding?
decent, it's bad.
You know what center he's guarding?
Dude, if he played the Nuggets or the Timberwolves, he's smoked.
He played. No, he could guard the Timberwolves.
No, he's not.
We
No,
beat
he's
Minnesota.
not.
We beat Minnesota.
But first of all, Rudy Gobert will bully Anthony Davis.
Come on, we can beat Minnesota. Rudy Gobert got got bricks for hands. He ain't scoring nothing, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, but he'll still back him down. He has
No.
more weight than him.
When have you seen Rudy Gobert back anyone down?
Against the Suns, bro. What are you talking about? We just
No,
saw
it
it.
was lob threats. It was just lobbing, and he
Lobbing and dunking.
literally like he would get the,
Lobbing and dunking.
he would
bro.
get the he would do the when you dip down, he'll do like little shot put pass and right there, boom, right in the pocket, and he'll go dunk, straight up and dunk. But that's not like really backing down. He's just there for defense. He is going to be defensive player of the year, and that's what he's named for. So he'll be guarding Anthony Davis. That'd be fun. But I'm not worried about Anthony Davis guarding Rudy Gobert. He's gonna be put on cat.
That's what I'm saying.
That's
Like,
it.
as a defensive player, he's only good at guarding power forward down.
No, he's pretty decent.
No, dude, decent is not good though. I'm talking
a rim
about.
defender.
I'm talking about when someone tells me a center is good at defense, I assume that he can guard the center as well, but he can't guard a good center. And I always had this issue with the Lakers. They always have him playing. You have a big power forward playing a center. It's not gonna it's not gonna work. And you know who solved this issue? Was Giannis. Giannis is kind of like a slightly more athletic Anthony Davis.
He's smaller than Anthony Davis though.
No, they're about the same height. Giannis is 6'11",
No,
bro.
He's shoulder width and
I
everything
know,
smaller
but
than
he's
Anthony Davis.
6'11". That's what they listed his height at. 6'11". I don't know how, because Kendrick. Man, Kendrick's on my mind a lot, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Looking like a lover boy right now.
I seen them play, right? I seen
Yes.
them play right next to each other. Anthony
But-
Davis is legitimately bigger.
Yeah, I
than
know. Yes, he
Giannis.
is. But what I'm saying is, because he's a big power forward, like I said, he's a big power forward. Anthony Davis can crap on every power forward in the league. Period. But doesn't mean you put him to center.
I mean-
no, you keep him as the best power forward of all.
Okay,
of
no.
all.
At this point, no.
Right now.
Like how it goes down,
You put him at center, that diminishes his how good he could be. If you have a center with him where he doesn't have to guard the heaviest and tallest dude on the other team, it's so much better for his rest, so he can outperform on the offensive end.
problem with that is
So
that
much easier for him.
the problem with
They
that
did this.
is
They did this with Giannis. Look how he does on offense, because they give him good assignments. If you put Giannis, like if Giannis joins the Lakers, they're gonna put him at center. Like, no, dude, don't put
They
him
won't
at
put him
center.
at center.
Like, hey, Giannis, put him some weight, like get a little bit more bulkier and be center. No, you're gonna diminish him. Put him at tall power forward, small forward, and power forward. Make him switch between the two, like play a hybrid with power forward and small forward. And he on offense will give you a good clip.
the problem with that
Good
is
magazine,
that
bro.
is that no the problem with that is that
Like, they're not
if you
clips.
put
I was thinking of Penguin
if you-
Zero. They're not clips. They're
yeah
magazines.
if you put it now if you
Yeah.
put him at power forward, the problem is there's no spacing on that team, and you can't put him at 4 because there's no spacing. LeBron's not gonna be a shooter. He can make threes, of course, but he's not gonna be like the
AD's a
shooter. And then AD cannot hit threes. He's shooting at the career lows his last like 4 years in a row. Career lows.
Isn't he shooting like 35 right now?
No, less than 35. A lot less than 35%.
I don't know. Like those.
So he's shooting a lot less than 35%. 35% is average. He's shooting less. He's shooting like 29. He shot like 29%.
I think
So-
35 is acceptable.
So he
Below
is.
that, I don't think so.
So he is a liability at the 3-point line to shoot threes and everything. So
He was
he's a
good when I watched
liability.
him.
So he's liability at 3. So he's not gonna be at 4. You needed someone to stretch the floor if you're gonna be like a Lakers who Austin Reeves and LeBron love to attack the print. You can't do that, and if the guy over there who you're gonna guard can't hit a 3, then you're gonna help off defense all the time. Because God forbid you kick it out and at the end has 3. What are you gonna do? Oh, I dare you, shoot it. I don't care.
I would wish someone dared
so it's not-
AD to shoot an open 3. You shoot open 3s.
I've seen him miss a lot of open 3s. I've watched like every single game that was on that. Oh.
Because his assignments has always been on centers.
So basically,
doing a lot of bully
saying
ball.
you can't put him at unless he can develop a 3. You cannot put him at a 4.
No, not develop a 3. This is the difference. He had a 3 already. The Lakers are the one that trained him not to use the 3 and focus more on rebounding, blocking, and becoming a center. So basically, when you're at training camp, it's like, dude, stop training to be a stretch 4, train to be a center, and that diminishes your stretch 4 ability.
No,
and they did that to him.
The only
because when he got to the Lakers, he was one of the best stretch 4 in the entire league. Now look what happened.
Giannis is better than him.
Now he's a small stretch center.
No, he doesn't stretch anything. He doesn't stretch the floor at all.
Not anymore. Yeah, because they have him as a center now. Look what they did with Cat. Watch Cat as a stretch 4 now because he used to be center.
You can't compare that.
Yeah, because he's way unathletic.
No. You know why you can't compare?
But what I'm talking about is that he can stretch the floor.
No, but you know why you can't compare? Because Karl Anthony Towns is probably the best shooting power forward center in ever history. He won 3-point contests.
Chet.
No, he's better than Chet at 3s. 1,000%.
I saw this dude do a run up almost half court 3. Bro.
I told you before. Remember that 3-point contest? I told you Karl Anthony Towns is gonna win it because Karl Anthony Towns is the best. Karl Anthony Towns is the best shooting center / power forward of in history, like in 3. Like,
but you remember
you can't compare that.
But you remember when they were saying that, like, yes, that the ability of his to shoot 3s is nice and everything, but they were trying to make him do more center stuff.
Because you had to, because he was
guess what happened?
center.
But guess what happened when they got Rudy Gobert? This fool got to play now. He gets to play, like he gets to be comfortable. Because honestly, I've always saw Cat as a big, really big, oversized.
So the reason
I always saw Cat as a really oversized power forward, and not the defensive skills as a center.
No, because
and that's exactly how I see AD. But
no, it's smaller. Like Boogie Cousins. Like Boogie Cousins, like he was a center. He had
center, yeah.
He had no defensive ability. That happens sometimes, but those don't make it in the league. Like yes. Shaq could not be that. It's not great offensively, but he could play some type of defense, and he was just so great. He was just so great offensively that it did not matter.
But the
big
body,
like Trey Young or Steph Curry. Steph Curry ain't gonna be like, I'm the best defense, but he doesn't need to. He's Steph Curry. He can make him from freaking. He pull up from 35 feet and make it. So he scored 53 points on you. He don't need to guard anybody, basically. So it doesn't matter. So like you basically the reason why the Lakers and the Suns lost is the depth. All right? And yes,
depth
size.
Depth and size, bro.
No. Look, the reason why you say that is because they played Jokic, and no, that's gonna happen. You play Joel Embiid.
Because no matter
you
what,
play Jokic,
if you're gonna go to no matter what, if you're gonna go to the finals in the West, you're gonna play Jokic. Like
I don't know.
Yeah, you are. You have to play Jokic because Jokic is The Nuggets are the reigning champions.
Yeah.
So you're gonna have to play them. And if you don't, like, let's say you don't play them, right? You play the team that they did play, which were the Timberwolves. And no matter what you say, there's nothing that the Suns has to defend Rudy Gobert. I know. They have nothing to defend Rudy Gobert, Karl Anthony Towns, and Edwards on the court at the same time. It's too difficult.
The Suns lost to that team. We saw that already.
Yeah, exactly. There's nothing they can do.
But the Lakers
honestly, even if they had Grayson Allen, they still would have lost.
I say this is what came down to. Like I get what you mean.
Yeah,
it is a point. Size is a thing, but at the end of the day, literally what mattered more was the depth. And
we gotta move on. So the NFL draft just happened. Cardinals had 12 players in that draft, and they're saying arguably 5 of them are gonna be starting already off the bat. So we got Harrison Jr., which I watched every single target he had in college.
Ohio State.
I watched all. It was like 30-minute video. I watched all of it, the drops, the incompletions. His Stroud is a really good quarterback. Bro, he was throwing some dimes at him. But the quarterback after that, McBride or I don't know his name. That next quarterback after Stroud left is terrible, bro. Whoever if someone drafted him, I'm sorry for you. He kept throwing the ankle balls. He was throwing interceptions that Harrison had to turn around, pull the interception 3 times out of the defender. Bro, you're playing. He's playing cornerback and receiver.
You can't have college ball, brother. You can't have a Pro Bowl quarterback every single year.
True, bro.
What kind of shit is that?
Bro, he sucks, man.
CJ Stroud was a generational talent because
He's crazy.
He took a Houston Texans team that was trash.
Yeah. So they got Harrison Jr., Marvin Harrison. Then they got the Darius Robinson D-line. So both of those are starting immediately. Our second round, number 11th pick was Max Melton. He's starting right away as well because our cornerbacks are garbage. They're all 60s. I think our D linemen, we have 3 60s in there. So these players are all starting. Third pick was the number 2 pick in the third round. We got the running back Trey Benson, was arguably the second best running back in the entire draft. We got he plays bully ball. He's a receiving bully ball slow running back. We got our next third round pick, the 7th in the third round. We had the guard, which is starting immediately because we have 2 guards that are 60s. Garbage. We have another one, another third round, tight end. I like this one a lot. This tight end is the best blocking tight end in the last couple years. He did the, what do you call him? The offensive line. It's like what are those called? They do the combines for offensive linemen. They have to like push this heavy thing or whatever. Mm-hmm. All the tight ends tried it. None of them moved it. The only person that moved it was this 285-pound tight end. This dude, he is an actual pancake machine. If he guards anything that's a linebacker and smaller, he's pancaking. I seen him pancake a D lineman in college. I was watching his plays. His plays are crazy. So yes, we going run game. We're going smash mouth run game. We have the next cornerback. He might start as well because how bad cornerbacks are. He might start or be second string. Fourth round, this is when it starts to get a little bit Our safety, he's gonna 100% be a backup because he's not gonna replace our strong safety. Then we got an edge. Mm-hmm. He might start right away because, like I said, our edge, anything would be better in the team. Even 7th round picks might be starting in the D line. The D line's terrible. Our 5th round was another tackle. He might not start. He might just be a backup, but he could be rotational. Our next was a wide receiver. He might not make the cut because people are saying that he's not a really good player. Bruh, that they picked him up just to use a pick.
Did we know the 5 receivers they have on the roster?
No, they just got. They're gonna keep Dortch and they're gonna let go Moore.
They can't get rid of Rondell Moore.
Yeah, they let him go, and not only that, they also got rid of.
Wait, did they cut Rondell Moore already, or they did not accept this 5th-year option?
They didn't accept it. There's another player they also didn't accept.
That still means he's on the roster this year. It just won't be next year. So it's Zaven Collins, brother.
Zaven Collins.
I knew his name too.
So Zaven Collins, he's gonna leave because he's not worth keeping. So we're gonna have some open spots, and obviously Dortch he's not better than Moore, but he can get there in a couple years. That's what they're saying.
I think
letting him go.
I think you don't pick up the option for Rondell Moore because he had a bad year. But you also can complain there because Kyler Murray has been making poor decisions. He's not a bad quarterback or no.
Yeah, he's
not a bad quarterback. He was
ranked 2 in the MVP race.
He just gives
in 2022.
He makes
2023 towards ACL. This year he only played.
He didn't tear ACL.
Yeah, he tore his ACL.
I thought he had like a calf.
No, he tore his ACL, and then he only played. That's his 8 games this year. He played 8 games this year, and he was 5-3.
Okay, no, the issue with Kyler Murray is not his ability. It's not his throwing accuracy. It's just that his judgment. He has very poor judgment, to say the least. That's why when they signed the contract, they were like, they put the stupid the thing where he had to watch game film, and it was an elite. Then everyone pulled the race card and was like, oh, it's because he's black. I'm like, I guess, brother. Like,
No, it's because this fool.
That's what the.
He doesn't.
No, that's quote unquote why they removed that part of his thing. But that's
stupid.
that doesn't matter. That what matters is the fact that it was on there in the first place. If the fact that your team puts a minimum on how much hours to watch, not that you yourself put that they have to put it on their thing, is a red flag. Not necessarily it's true or not. The fact that your team had to put it on there is a red flag. It's kind of like how we talk about the Drake thing.
It's more true than
not necessarily the true or
It's
not.
more
Is the
true
fact that
than
you put it on there. Like, it's just it's just his decision making. If Kyler Murray, yes, he has maybe giving him a better offensive line, give him more time, he'll be less panicked, less rushed to make a bad play.
He can win MVP.
That can happen, but like if more than anything though, if he keep making bad decisions, doesn't matter how great of a quarterback you are, how great of an arm you got. If you throw in the ball the wrong decision, you didn't get the coverage right. You think it's man when it's zone or vice versa. Like you're gonna throw a pick and you can cost your team again, or you're gonna just make an incomplete pass. Yeah. It's gonna happen time and time again, or you and your receiver are not in the right page because your receiver's like, I watch game film, I know to cut right here because this guy's not gonna only go 3 steps, versus you're like, oh, he's not gonna go 3 steps. It's just gonna be it's just gonna be easy. So great quarterbacks can be messed up. All you need is the film study, that like judgment. Like Peyton Manning was not the greatest arm. He wasn't he wasn't most athletic, but he knew how to read defenses. He studied, he was filmed, everything. So like
he's Mr. Film guy. But
so it all depends on him. Like the draft picks they have are really, really, really good. Marvin Harrison Jr. I knew he was gonna be there at number 4 just because the top 3 Patriots. You knew quarterback's gonna go 1 and 2. Number 3, we didn't know if it was gonna be quarterback, but it's the Patriots. They're never gonna get a receiver high end. It's just gonna be thing because receivers are not that valuable pick there unless you have a quarterback, and they did not have a quarterback is worth it. The receiver is what you get as a luxury pick. Like, yo, we're kind of there. We need that duo offensively to put us over the edge offensively. And the offense was never that bad. It was always middle of the run kind of thing. This last years or so, in the middle of the run, it's not like great or bad or anything. But now with Marvin Harrison Jr., it opens up so many things.
Yeah,
it opens up the running lane. As long as you guys can guard, cover, or protect the cornerback or not. Ugh.
The 10 games that Kyler Murray didn't play, they were ranked 28th offense.
Yep.
It was bad.
Oh yeah.
With him on the field, they're ranked 12th.
Yep. See, middle of the back.
So what I'm saying is like he just needed pieces, and obviously our receivers got out. Our best receivers were gone the last 8 games. They're all injured, and some left. Obviously, we traded them out. Obviously,
yeah, because they weren't.
Our best receiver was Rondale Moore, and he had so many drop passes, bro. There's a reason why I stopped watching Cardinals football, because I was gonna break my TV from all the drops I was watching. Not only that, they do not punish the receiver enough for drops. If there has to be some guy that has to be watching the film and dictate if that's quarterback fault or wide receiver fault. And there were so many throws where it was a mix of both, but it felt like it was mostly wide receiver fault. And that's why they're getting rid of Rondale Moore and keeping Dortch. This Harrison dude is gonna go donkey. He's probably gonna be a Pro Bowler first year. Rookie year, he's gonna be a Pro Bowler. Mark my words. He might not be, top 3 best wide receiver, but I'm gonna say he's gonna be the third or fourth best receiver in the league.
By the sheer number of quarterbacks drafted in the first round, I doubt. I doubt.
In a row, that's crazy.
6 in the first 12 is crazy. But I think by the sheer amount of quarterbacks I drafted in the first round, I doubt he will win the Rookie of the Year, offensive Rookie of the Year.
No, I don't think so.
But it depends though. If the Cardinals make a run and they're win 12 games or something.
I see what you mean.
And so for them to be on a run and win 12 games, Kyler Murray, a lot of his fault. Kyler Murray and Marvin Harrison Jr. have to be on very, 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 very good. So they both got to be Pro Bowlers. They both got to have 1,200. Marvin Harrison Jr. is gonna have 1,200 yards, 6-7 touchdowns.
Yeah.
If that happens, then I can see him. I can see him win Rookie of the Year. If that doesn't happen, I think one of the quarterbacks.
I think he's gonna get 10 touchdowns this year.
I don't know about that, man.
Because I seen him in college, and he had some games he had 3 touchdowns.
Your guys' red zone offense is bad though.
Bro, he caught a ball being dragged. No, there was one where he dragged. He was in midair. He caught the ball like this, and the cornerback shoved him outside while he was in midair, and he contorted his body, and while midair, he used his right foot while facing this way. He used his right foot to drag his foot right on the line before he got out of bounds, and they called it a catch. One of the crazy athletic catches of like body contortion I've ever seen in my life. That was crazy. It was kind of like the Odell Beckham one-handed catch thing. It was crazy. But that was more of like hand and finger control. This was more of like a body control. It was ridiculous. All right, next we got Canelo wins handily against Jaime Munguia, 43-0, 34 knockouts. So he smoked Jaime Munguia. You agree, Jaron?
Oh yeah, brother.
Yeah. If man, I don't even know how to put this in. How can we put this in perspective of how much he got smoked? I don't even know how to. Yes, Canelo said this is the best he's ever been, and I agree. Like I haven't seen him this good in the last like 4 or 5 years. He has surgery on his right hand because he's been fighting with a fractured hand for about 4 fights before this one. So he has surgery. He's been out for like 2 or 3 months trying to get that hand back. Now he looks like both hands are dropping dynamite. And he hurt him in the second round. He knocked him down the fifth round, which is
fourth.
Was it fourth? Mm-hmm. Fourth round, which was Mugia's first time ever being on the canvas. Ever. Never been dropped. And he did it, and not only did he do it, there were some moments me and my father were speculating that Canelo was trying not to knock him out. Because he said it in the press conference, like, hey, why didn't you follow him? Why didn't you, in the next round, the beginning of the next round, why didn't you try to knock him out? And he said, because I was trying to, I already know I won. I just want to play it safe. And at that point, I was like, okay, I know that this guy knew he could get him out, but he's like, I'm just going to keep him in because of the respect out of him. And he also kept saying, Jaime is going to be a good fighter in the future, and it's not his time yet. And he kept, it felt like the Mayweather thing where Mayweather gave so much respect to Canelo after he beat him. He's like, no, he's a good fighter. He's dope. He's really well. But right now, it's not Canelo's time. It's not his time. It's mine. And he made that clear. And right now, we just saw Munguia. It's not his time. It's not. You can wait another 4 more years and get a rematch. But right now, he needs championship
4 more years?
rounds.
Canelo be like, what, 37? He's out at that point.
Yeah, but Munguia needs championship rounds. He's only had 1 championship fight.
I have a question for you. How many years does Canelo have left? Not at the top, not high ranking in boxing. How many years do you think boxing has left? With his last fight, how old do you think he will be? He's 33 right now, right?
Yeah.
How old do you think how old do you think he will be on his last fight?
I would say 37. That's a good number.
37, years?
38, yeah. I think he'll slow down. He'll probably fight once a year. And then his last 2 years, he'll probably fight once a year. And then probably be like against people just to get money. And
I think he has like 3 years max.
Something like
max.
Because he's in a competitive right now. That there's Berlanga right there. He's a knockout artist. He's trying to get that September fight with Canelo. Then you have David Benavidez, another strong, not knockout artist, but he somewhat call him a knockout artist. He's not one hit knockout, but he is multiple hit knockout. He will knock you out. Then he just beat Jaime, heavy hand Jaime. So like he's fighting, and you can tell that Canelo's taking beatings. Like even if he doesn't get touched a lot, it's a lot of damage for 18 years fighting. That's a lot of damage. All right. We also got what else is going on in boxing? We have August 3rd. It's gonna be a ridiculous card. We have Pitbull Cruz fighting in there. We have Terrence Crawford fighting in there at 154 belt.
That's like in 3 months, no? That's a while away though.
We have that, and we also have Virgil Ortiz fighting a 5-star prospect, getting ready for and he's gonna earn a mandatory for a belt.
Let them know where the 5-star is coming from.
I don't know where he's coming from.
Website.
Tim
website.
Zo. I don't know. His name is
No, the website. What website you get the ratings from?
BoxRec.
There you go.
So yeah, BoxRec has. I follow BoxRec a bit heavy. See if I can find Tim Zooboxer. No, I don't
You
know.
talk about Ryan Garcia being tested positive. Did they test the second sample or no?
No. I will. If they do, I want him to do the hair follicle one.
They'll test.
That's how Canelo.
He failed the first test. It's all about the second test, but don't even know, man. If Ryan Garcia loses again, that'd be hilarious.
The craziest thing about, like, if Ryan Garcia did or didn't do the PEDs purposely, there is one thing that was pretty crazy about the failed test. The drug that they found in his body is one of the most PED worthy drugs in the market. I forgot what it's called. But basically what it does, it helps build muscle mass and muscle recovery. So like that's literally the purpose of PED. Like if that's a huge difference to be taking. And not only that, he gained 5 pounds of muscle since the pure muscle since the Gervonta Davis fight. 5 pounds is a lot. He went from 136 minimum, as far as he said, that was as much as low as he can go possibly, to nearly death. And then he said 143 was as low as he can go near death. That's a lot of muscle to gain. But 7 pounds. That's 7 pounds of muscle to gain like that, bro.
He didn't even make weight though. So
7 pounds in 5 months, and him trying not to gain muscle. Him trying not to. Yeah. That's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy.
Nah, the worst part about the whole situation is that he didn't make weight, and then that thing was kind of.
Yeah, that's bull.
How the fuck did he not make weight? This is your job to make weight. What the fuck? Like, you have millions of dollars to pay for the freaking thing. Like, oh, so dumb by that dude.
He needs a chef at all times.
But no, he does. I'm saying you literally hire a guy who does your cutting for you. You literally hire a guy to monitor everything you eat. That's literally his job, is to monitor your diet and your cut. And motherfucker, so dumb.
You only got to cut. It's like one. They cut for a week, don't they? Like they only have 1 week. No, and he cuts like he only Ryan Garcia fights 2-3 times a year.
No, they cut the whole time, basically.
No, they gain a lot of weight. They work out. They do their whatever, and then they do the cutting at the end.
They monitored it the whole time. Cause I remember, who was it? The Mayweather showed a video like a few weeks before his fight, and then he was eating a fried chicken. He's like, "What's up? Man? I don't care about you. I'm eating fried chicken." That was blasphemous.
So stupid. Right?
He ended up winning anyways, but it was like, I guess.
Because his skill levels crazy.
Doesn't matter. No, but then it's cool. But like all this, like the whole like, did he pass? Did he fail his test? It's in the air. It's all in the air. Like it doesn't matter. Like even if he loses, he wins. It's still good. Brian Garcia. He sounded so shook that he won anyways. He's like, "Oh my god, like no one didn't believe me." You sounded like you didn't believe yourself.
Yeah, that's great.
It sounded like he didn't believe himself.
But he did bet $2 million on himself to win. So
did he really bet $2 million?
That's what he said.
Did he bet it before or after the PEDs?
See, that's what I was talking to Brian. Like, does that give you more? Is that actually like legal? Is there actual legal things that can go on with Vegas because they lost money if he did bet $2 million on himself and he took PEDs and won the bet? I think it should, man, because you're cheating, and then your cheating resulted in you getting $10 million. That sounds like
Vegas.
a legal matter,
it's
bro.
Vegas. It's a gamble, brother. You're gambling anyways. You're stealing people's money and stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's like fixing matches.
Yeah, which still doesn't matter. Like you still take the money from Vegas.
That's crazy. Well, there you go, man. Don't gamble.
Nice.
All right, guys. That's the end of the podcast. We talked about a lot of stuff.
Well, we went in a circle a little bit there about the size.
Well, you have to, man. The
Suns. The Suns basically will come down. The Suns just suck. The general manager just sucks. The Suns, like,
it's looking like the Lakers suck now too.
Yeah, Bradley Beal is like, I don't know what you're doing. The Lakers, I don't know what y'all doing. We fired Darvin Ham, thank God. You know, it was
the Cardinals looking good, bro.
The Cardinals looking decent. They're gonna be
man, they're
top 15 maybe.
Yeah, I say that. I say 10th.
No.
If there's no major injuries, I'm gonna say 10th best team.
No.
Yeah. Oh wait, no, hold on. I just understood what that was. Hold on. I meant like on our side, we're gonna be.
I meant the whole thing.
A mid team. Yeah.
I'm saying you're gonna be mid.
Because 10th in the NFL, that's a 100% playoff team. I think they're gonna be scratching like 8 wins.
Give me the eight. You're gonna be 8 and 9.
Yeah. 8 and 9 minimum. Mark my words. Minimum 8 and 9.
The Raiders,
obviously barring major injuries like Kyler Murray injury or like
barring any injury.
Yeah, and Marvin Harrison injury. The offensive line.
Are you guys
just those three? Offensive line, Kyler Murray, and the wide receiver. If they injured for a game or two, I'm fine with that. I'm talking about like injuries with like weeks. They're missing half.
Yeah, like 2 weeks is a game or two.
Yeah. But I'm trying to say like he missed 10 weeks and he missed the whole.
More than 2 games. You're kind of saying.
Yeah. And then what was it? Hollywood Brown missed more than half the season, bro. He missed.
He's not on the team anymore, is he?
Yeah, no, he was last year. They traded him because he was injured. Man, that's bull. All right, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the episode. This is your host Jose. Oh wait, hold on. I didn't even do my outro. All right, guys. That's the end of the episode. Please like this video. Comment your thoughts down below. any other topics we could have talked about. And what do you think about the Kendrick, Lamar, and Drake? Who do you have winning? What do you think about the Cardinals? What do you think about the Suns, Lakers? Oh man, we covered so much in this episode. Jeez, this is the most I've ever covered.
Let's go Thunder. Let's go Thunder. You know?
Yeah.
Shay, the freshest dude on there. What a pro wants, what a pro needs. If you know, you know.
Subscribe to the channel. Help us grow and have a bigger impact. This is your host, Jose, hitting escape. Peace.